a deep breath and let's transform your core and back together. We will need a long scarf for our class today. So let's go ahead, meet me on the mat. We're going to start with some breathing exercise. So I'd like you to kneel upright, lifting up the spine, and just check your alignment here. Make sure that you have a vertical alignment from your ears, shoulder, pelvis, and the knee. And take care that you're not too much into an anterior tilt with the pelvis or tuck under and hanging in your back. Draw in your center. So let's grab the scarf and let's do some breathing. So I want you to wrap the scarf around the lower rib cage here and just cross the scarf at the front and really try to lift that spine as tall as possible. So we're going to do our diaphragmatic breathing here. We inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And as we inhale, allow the rib cage to expand into the scalp. And as you exhale, the rib cage deflate, and you can add a little pull at the end to tighten up the scarf around the rib cage. And inhale, loosen up, expand the rib cage. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue breathing and inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale, really try to make sure that you don't hyper extend the ribs out and collapse back onto the spine. Really, your spine is staying nice and long, and it's just the rib cage expanding about 360 into the scarf. And then exhale, deflating. Again, in breath. Exhale. Observe how your breath is today. Do you feel any part of the rib cage feels a little sticky today, like as if it doesn't like to expand? So maybe put a focus on that area. One more. Okay, now let's move the scarf just above the hip bones here, and then wrap the scarf in front of you and straighten the arms long underneath you. And we breathe again. Inhale, rib cage expanding. As we exhale, I'd like you to deliberately draw in the lower abdominal and then give a little pull at the end. Inhale, loosen up the grip. Exhale, in breath. Exhale, deliberately draw in the abdominal and tighten the scarf at the end as you really deflate the rib cage. And again, in breath. So what we're doing here, we are recruiting our deep transverse abdominis muscle, our natural corset muscle, as we breathe out. In breath. That TVM muscle is going to give you that support internally. And that will help you to strengthen your back muscle. Let's do 2 more times. Last one here. And hold that. I'd like you to remember to recruit your deep TVM muscles in the abdominal exercises that we will be doing on a mat. All right, and let it go. Put the scarves away to one side. Go ahead, lie on your back. The safest way is to go ahead and lie on the side and then turn your body to lie on the back. Okay, so bend the knees, have your feet in a parallel position. Now let's go ahead and stretch our glute, our bottom muscle. So take the right leg up and bring the ankle on top of the left thigh, and then loop your right arm through the hole of the leg and then grab to the back of the left thigh. And I want you to release the pelvis down to the floor. So pull the left thigh towards you and use your right elbow to push the right thigh away. And you will feel a stretch in your gluteal muscles, the bottom muscles on the right side. And we stay here, keeping the spine nice and long on the floor as we in-breath. And as we exhale, I want you to try, if you can, pull the thigh closer towards your chest without lifting the bottom up. So rest the bottom down and keep the spine rather long. And in-breath, expanding the rib cage. Exhale, deeper hip compression as you push the right thigh away with the elbow. 2 more breaths. One more. And gently release the left foot down. And then release the right leg. And let's bring the left leg up. And left ankle on the right thigh. Loop your left arm through the leg and behind your right thigh. Inhale, as you elongate the spine down on the floor, we bring the thigh closer towards the chest and use the left elbow to push away the left thigh. Exhale. Again, in-breath, lengthening the spine down. Exhale. And in-breath. Let's do one more time. And let it go. Lower the right foot down, release the left foot. Okay, now let's move on to some hip circle. Lift the right leg up, hold the center, grab the knee or the shin, pull the belly in, second leg come up. Okay, now have your knees separated apart, bring the thigh towards you, open the thigh and pull the thigh away. Circling to you, out and away. Exhale, out, and again, keep that abdominal active. So when you pull the leg away, that you do not end up arching your back. Try to maintain the placement of the pelvis constant at all times. Inhale, gently rolling the hip. Exhale, one more. And then let's reverse direction. Away, out, and away from your chest, out and towards you. In breath. And two more. Last one. And okay, lower one foot, second foot. Well done. All right, have your feet hip width apart. So align your heels with the center of your hip and the knees will be pointing upward. Your arms along by the side. It's about 45-degree angles at the knee here. Take an in breath. As we exhale, I want you to recruit that deep TVA muscle, transverse abdominis muscle. Press the feet down and just curl the pelvis slightly to engage the lower abs. And then I want you to press the pelvis up to a bridge position here. Hold the center, arms are long. Inhale at the top. As we exhale, we fold through the hip joint and we lower the pelvis down. Exhale, abdominal in, curl just very slightly, press the feet and lift the pelvis up. The arms are long by the side. In breath. Exhale, folding through the hip joint, keeping the spine nice and long and lower down. Exhale, slight curl. Now go to a position that feels comfortable for you. So you may not go as high as I am doing today. Maybe you go halfway down. That is absolutely fine, but I just want you to be comfortable in this movement. And exhale, come on down. And lift. In breath, we hold. Exhale, folding through the hip. Keep the spine long and lower the pelvis. 2 more times. We press. Hold in breath. And exhale, we go down. Last one. We press. Hold in breath. Exhale, we come down. Brilliant. Okay, now here, take an in breath, moving on to our leg lift. Exhale, recruit your TVA here. So your abdominals working, your deep back muscles working too. Then take the left leg up to a tabletop position. Knee over the hip joint and the shin is parallel to the ground. Really contract the natural corset inside you as you lift the position. And we lower down from the hip joint. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. You can lift your head a little bit for me and then just check if your pelvis is in a good alignment. It's balanced on the left and the right. 2 more. 1 last. Stay. Opposite hand pressing. So right hand pressing on the inside of the left thigh. I want you to press the thigh to your hand and the thigh and the hands against your thigh as you breathe out. So inhale. Exhale, pressing against each other. Stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1 more time. Exhale, abdominal deflate and pressing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Lower the foot down. Bring the other leg up. Stabilize the pelvis and we'll lift. And we'll lower. Exhale. In breath. Exhale. In breath. It's important that you really try to keep the pelvis stable and lower and moving the leg from the hip joint only, not by folding and extending the knee. 1 more. We lift, stay. Left hand pressing against the right thigh, inside of the right thigh. In breath. Exhale. We press. 5. Belly in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1 more time. Exhale. We press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Lower the foot down. Stretch the left leg down on the floor, keeping the pelvis stable. Take the left arm overhead. Flex the foot. Take an in breath. Exhale. Recruit your TVA muscle as you stretch the leg and the arm away from each other. And try not to arch your back. Keep it in. Keep the spine long. And release. 2 more times. Exhale. Lengthen the foot. Lengthen the arm. Drawing that TVA. And stay there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 1 more time. Exhale. Reaching away. Hold the center. Really tense the abdominal. 3, 2, 1. And let it go. Bring the foot in. Bring the arm down. Other leg. Extend the right leg long on the floor. Right arm overhead. Allow the ribs to settle down. In breath. Exhale. Reach up and down. in our position and contract that TVA. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. 2 more times. Exhale, stretch up and down. Recruit the abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Last one. Reaching out, lengthening out. Hold the abdominal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring the arm down, bring the leg in. Now let's move on to our leg changes. It's slightly more challenging. We take the left leg up to the tabletop here. We recruit the deep TVA. Do not bulge the belly out. Now take the right leg up as you lower the left leg down. Exhale, change. Exhale, change. The abs contain the spine in that neutral position. Exhale. 2 more sets. Last set. Last one. Both legs are up on tabletop. Press the hands on against the thigh. As we breathe up, we push down and hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Again, exhale, we press down and maintain the abdominal contraction and release. One more time. Exhale, press down, maintain the abdominal contraction and release. Now, 1, 2, 2, let go of your left arm down. Press the right hand against the right thigh and breathe out, stretch the left leg out, maintain the abdominal. In breath, come back in. Exhale. In breath, coming in. 3 more. Exhale. In breath. 2 more. Hold the spine. Use the abdominal. Last one. The deep, deep TVA muscle and bring it in. Left hand, left thigh, right arm is down. Exhale, press down as you extend the right leg out. In breath. Again, exhale. In breath. My left arm is actively pressing against the left thigh here. And return. Exhale. And one more. Exhale. And bring it in. And we lower one foot, second foot, and well done. All right, let's turn your body face me. And grab the scarf. Lying on the side. Stack the legs in a clamp position. So have your feet in line with the pelvis. And I want you to just loop the scarf underneath your waistline here. All right, and then grab the end of the scarf above you. Okay, so we have our legs stacked up, right? We have the chest open. I want you to just collapse the waist down here. And now, I want you to, as you breathe out, think about your scarf pulling your waistline up so that you can recruit the lower oblique to bring the spine back in a straight alignment. And we lower. Exhale, recruit the TVA, lift the waist, suspend the waist up and down. You can use your arm here to really lift your waist up and lower. 2 more. Lift, thing up. And last one. And now stay up. Let go of the scarf. All right. Now I want you to bring your hand on the pelvis. Lift the feet up. Still have the lower waist engaged. And open the thigh. And close. And out. And close. Pelvis is stable. And close. And 4, we're going to do 10 here. And 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold the center. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We close and we lower. Right, interlace the hands in the back of the head here. All right, maintain that lift in the waistline. We inhale, open the arm, open the elbow up, and then rotate the trunk to where you feel comfortable and look behind you. Exhale, recruit that TBA, bring your center back. Bring your spine back, facing forward. Again, inhale. Notice that I still have my bottom waist lifted as I rotate back and lift and close. Only rotate to where you feel comfortable with your spine. And exhale. One more. Elbow. Spine rotate. And exhale. And bring it in. Okay, excellent. Help yourself up. And let's go to the other side. So we have our scarf underneath the waistline. Stack the leg. Feet aligned with the pelvis. Bottom arm is long. Okay, and let's grab the end of the scarf. Oh, right. Now we're going to slouch down. Then we exhale, we lift and pick up the waistline up. And we collapse down. Exhale, lift and lower and suspend. 2 more, lower and last one, lower. Then we stay, let go of the scarf. Keep the bottom waist lifted, hand on the hip, lift the feet up and open and close. And 2. There is still a gap underneath the waistline as you open and close the leg. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And we hold on a 10. Stay. Hold that for 5. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Close the knee, lower the foot. Awesome. Interlace the hands to the back of the head here for chest opener. We inhale, elbow open, and we rotate through the spine, looking back behind you. And we close. Come forward. Inhale, open and rotate. Exhale. In breath. And rotate. Exhale. One more, please. In breath. And rotate. Exhale. And good job. All right. Help yourself up. Let's come up. And let's put the scarf away for a second. Come and sit down in a diamond leg position here, perching on your sit bone here. The spine stays nice and long. Ears, shoulder, pelvis in one alignment. Hands on the knees. Take an in-breath. Exhale. Recruit your TBA. Lean the body forward. In a flat back. And come back. In breath. Recruit the TBA. And lean the body forward. Exhale, upright. Again. In breath, lean, spine is long, and back. Last one. And forward, and back, and take your arms up to the sky. In breath, exhale, abdominal in, inhale, lean forward, exhale, upright, again, 2 more, and lean forward, back, last one, lean forward, back, and interlace a hand behind your head. Take an in breath. We rotate the spine. Exhale. Inhale. Center. Exhale. We grow tall as we return. We maintain that length as we rotate. And center. We want to create space in between each vertebra. Exhale. In breath. Exhale. In breath. 2 more sets. Last set. Last one. And back and release. Let's go to our modified quadruped position. So have your shoulder aligned with the wrist and bring the knee forward so that your pelvis, your hip joint is somewhere in between the heel and the knee here. We in breath. As we exhale, I want you to recruit your TVA. So support the spine with the abdominals. Really pull in the abdominals so it's nice and tight. And again. Exhale, chest is open. Drawing that TVA, that natural corset. In breath. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Now stay. I want you to extend your left leg out without disturbing the pelvis position and the spine. And keep that abdominal engaged. And exhale. Hold. Take an in breath. We're going to lift the leg up and lower. Everything else stays still. And lower. And lower. And lower. 3 more. 2. 1. Bring the leg in. Take an in breath. Exhale. Wrap the abdominal without changing anything else. I want you to just slide the left leg out. In breath. Exhale. Wrap the belly in. And then we'll lift. And let's go 4 more. 3. 2. 1. And lower. Bring the leg in. And just sit back. Take your arms forward just for a second. And then transfer yourself down to the floor. So lying on your belly, I want you to stack the left arm, the right arm on top of the left palm here. Your elbows is wide, your forehead resting onto your hand here. Now, leg is long or legs are long. Take an in breath. As you exhale, I want you to recruit the abdominal and lengthen the lower spine. So you feel this little space underneath the belly and release. Again, exhale. Recruit that TVA. Create space underneath the belly button and 2 more. And we'll lift. You're going to lift the abdominal up so that you can actually slip your hand through underneath the belly. And release. 1 more. Lift that belly up. Lifting. And release. Now, exhale, lift the belly up. Press the arm down. Glide the shoulder blades. Now, try not to collapse in the lower back as you lift the upper back, the middle back into extension. I still want you to have a gap underneath the abdominal. And we lower down. Again. Exhale, the belly comes up. Inhale, the chest comes up. Without losing that abdominal connection. And we go down with the chest. Again. Abdominal. Glide the shoulder blades down. Inhale. Upper back. Middle back. Exhale. Lower the chest. And exhale. Lift the belly. Inhale. Shoulder blades. Back. Lift. Exhale. Down with the chest and lower. Now, take your arms to the side of your thigh for our back extension here. We exhale. Again, we're going to hollow the abdominal here so your lower spine is long. We're going to inhale to lift the upper back. Exhale, we come down and don't let go of the abdominal. Inhale to lift. Exhale to come down. Again, inhale, send the sitting bone down to your feet as we lift the back. Again, your lower spine is active. And down. And the abdominal is always active. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Up, up. Exhale, we come down. Well done. Bend the elbows, bring the the forearm on the side of the shoulder. Pull the belly in, push down with the forearm around the back. And gently bring the pelvis to sit down on the heels. You can have the knees slightly wider if you wish to. And try to keep the back as long as possible. We stay in this rest position as we breathe in. And we breathe out. And we breathe in. And we breathe out. 1 more. We breathe in. And we breathe out. And we roll the spine up. We got 1 more. Take the feet forward here. Take your hands behind you. The arms are long, the chest is open for our modified back support. So we work on the abdominal, we work on the back extensors. Take a deep breath here. We press down with the feet. We lift the pelvis. We keep the neck in alignment with the rest of the spine. We fold through the hip and we sit the pelvis down, just touching, and then we're going to press up again, opening the chest and lower. Again, we press, we lower. 3 more. Press, we lower. 2 more. Make sure your feet are in the parallel position. Have a little sneak peek. And lower. Last one. We press, we lower. And we rest the bottom down. Feet together, knee out. Take an in breath. Exhale, lean forward. Arms down. And just stay here. In breath. Exhale. See if you can rest your elbow onto your thigh, onto your knee, and push the thigh away. But keep that spine long. 1 more. And come up.
come onto a standing position. Just organize. The heels are in line with the sit bone. And I want you to just gather your inner peace, your inner center power, and come to a beautiful standing upright here. Interlacing the hands behind you, making sure that you don't lock the elbows out. So micro bend. And I want you to just draw this low abdominal by bringing the pubic bone forward just a tiny bit here. And then what we're going to do is I want you to pull down in the arm and then allow the arms to give you a nice shoulder stretch with a tiny extension through your middle back, your thoracic. And then release that again. And again, lower abs engaging here, and then arms reaching down, micro bend in the elbow, and then chest up, high release to the sky, and then release. 2 more times. Inhaling, stretching, opening the chest, expanding the chest to the sky, exhaling. Last one. In breath, we spend so much of our time hunching forward, looking down, routing the back. This is a good start to allow the chest to say, hey, take a tilt pill. It's time for you to be opened. And then release. Good job. All right, release the arms. Left arm comes up. Reach out to the sky and side bending over to your right. Bringing up to the sky. And then return. The other arm comes up as you in-breath and side bending over to the side. And then bring it up and return. Again, in-breath and over and lift and down and in-breath and opening to the side of the body and up. And last one, inhaling, reach, side bending, exhaling down. Last one, inhaling, reach up, side bending, exhaling down. All right, now we're going to condition our hip flexors here. So go ahead and I'm going to take my left foot forward and then my right one goes back here. So we want to find our triangle stance here. So equal weight of the front foot and the back foot here. Again, engaging that low abdominal. So I want you to drive this pubic bone forward and upward to your belly button. Then you feel a slight stretch here. And then what we're going to do, bend the knee. I want the front knee to be over your ankle, the back knee to be underneath the sit bone. So just go ahead and adjust yourself, swivel, swivel, shuffle, shuffle, whatever you need to do, and then come up to that triangle stand. And then we go. Drawing the abdominal in, curling the tail, knee down. Go ahead and bend the knee however low you can, maybe touch the floor, and then both legs straight up. And then inhale. So what we're doing here, we're opening the psoas muscle, the hip flexors muscles that often get overworked because we sit down a lot. We sit down so much that it is tight. And when the hip flexors is, when the hip flexors are tight, it's going to hinder us from engaging our core, our abdominal muscles, our deep back muscle efficiently. So we are opening and telling ourselves again, hey, it's time for you to relax a little bit. Give me some length so I can go deeper in my abdominal connection to support my center. Last one, in breath. And then press up. All right, step the back foot forward and then step the other foot back. Same thing, find that triangle post. And then again, lower abdominal, pubic bone forward up, and then go ahead and bend. So knee over your ankle, knee underneath the sitting bone, and just go down as far as you can. And then both leg 50-50, front and leg, equal balance. And again, in breath here. And then press up. What people don't realize that the psoas muscle, the hip flexors muscles, is also part of your core muscles. We work so much, we strive so much to have good abs, but we forget The deep, deep muscles, your psoas, is your posture muscle. The psoas help you to get better core connection, abdominal connection. So we are now telling the psoas to open, lengthen, create some space, have a breather here. So then when we work later, we're going to work super efficient and we're going to really tap deep into our, you call core, your abdominal, your center. And we're going to make this class the best class ever. And then press up. All right, step forward. All right, shake it out. Right, let's go down onto the floor. Quadruped position, please. Hands, shoulder in line. Thigh in line. Knee in line with the hip. Tuck the toes under. Spread open the collarbone, spread open the chest. Now from here, pressing the arms down, lifting the abdominal, and then floating up. So we want to create a nice hugging sensation abdominal here. The back muscle is working, and we hold this per se plank position for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Let's do that again. So we breathe out, spreading the collarbone, lengthen the spine, wrap around that natural corset of yours, which is your deep transverse abdominals, and then pulling off from the floor. Stay. Hold that. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. Now here, just go ahead and reach one arm away. So skip the shoulder where they are and just reach the arm away. And then from here, send the sit bone back, pelvis back, and then just coming down for a good shoulder stretch here. And you probably get a good, nice lower back stretch as well here. I'm feeling on my left one because my left lower back's feeling a bit tight today. So this is good. And we're going to breathe here. As you breathe, the ribcage expanding, and then exhale, the abdominal deflating in. And then keep lengthening the sitting bone away from the arms, and keep the hands exactly where they are. They don't move. Your pelvis move away from the arms, so you feel the stretch, that dynamic stretch in the shoulder, in the lumbar, the lower back area, and just enjoy that. Breath in, breath out. Make the breath real, not shallow. Last one. And then come back up, pelvis over the knee, hands underneath the shoulder, and then come and sit down. Take the legs forward in front of you, feet are parallel, perching right onto your sits bone like two little candles, pierce through that cake right onto the floor, and the back is upright like a rod. Nice and stable and strong here. Breath in. As we exhale, lower abdominal, rounding the sacrum, the lower back to a C curve here. So keep this curve backward from the sacrum and the lower back, that the shoulders stay exactly where they are. And then come up. Again, the shoulders stay. Exhaling, lower abs, and just that middle abs rounding back as well. And then lifting up. And now you can keep your hands here, or you can take the arms forward, which remove the support. We exhale again. The shoulder stays exactly where they are. We're going to round, and here we're going to sweep the pelvis under. So keep that C curve. Curl that sitting bone under. Thread the pubic bone forward and up. Can we get the sacrum onto the floor? In breath, and then come up again. Keep that C curve. Bring the shoulder forward over the pelvis and upright through the spine. Repeat. And C curving, meaning the shoulders don't move back. And then rolling under through the sitting bone, the pubic bone. Think about the pubic bone. rolling forward and up to the nose. As you go down, the sacrum touches the floor, lower back, and then keep that C curve, bring it over the pelvis, and then lifting up through the spine. Again, through the C curve, and then roll that pelvis under, pubic bone up to the sky, lower back down to the floor, and then up, over, forward, warming up the spine, warming up the abdominal here, and then lifting up through the back. All right, let's go. 2 more. Rounding, rolling under, pubic bone up to the nose, roll it to the nose, roll it to the nose, roll it to the nose, and up and over the pelvis again, and upright. One last, and round C curve back, and rolling under, roll, 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 roll. Now standard chest lift. Arms can come down, head can go down. Shuffle the feet in. We're going to do our pelvic curl, then our bridges. So feet in line with the sit bone, chest is open. And as you're ready, let's go. Abdominal, pubic bone threading forward and up. And then use the hamstring to bring the pelvis up higher. Okay, now we have a nice opening through the front of the chest here. The belly button is sinking to the floor. The pubic bone is lifting up to the sky. Your sitting bone reaching up through the back of the knee. And then we go down. As you go down, you imprint. And then release. Again, breath in, breath out. Rolling up again, same thing. Reaching up, reaching long. In breath. Exhale, rolling down. And release. And again, 2 more please. And exhale, rolling up. Lifting up, reaching up. In breath. Exhale, rolling down. And release. And the next one we're going to stay up for your bridges. Again, exhaling, rolling up, press it up, 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 up. Now, locate the crease of the hip. Lengthen the sitting bone, so fall from the hip, lower the pelvis. Now this time your back is long. So flat back here. And then we're going to press up through the pelvis, folding through the hip. And then exhale, pubic bone up, lifting it. And then inhale, folding through the hip. Exhale, so your back muscle here are active as you go down. And as you come up, yes, your hip extensors are working, but your back muscle is working here. Activated. 2 more down. And press. Last one down. And press. Then you roll down. So you articulate, roll down, roll down, roll down. Brilliant. Interlacing the hands behind your head, please. Elbows away from the floor. Let your head be heavy into your hands, and then the rib cage will lengthen down to flex the head and the chest up high off the floor. And exhale to go down. In breath, prepare. Exhale, folding. In breath. Exhale, down. In breath. Exhale, folding. In breath. Exhale, down. And exhale, folding. In breath. And exhale, down. Now, want your gaze as you are up to be forward through your thigh bone and not up through the ceiling. And then come back down. And 2 more. Lift. Exhale, down. Last one. And lift. We stay. Lift the right leg up to the tabletop. Grab the back of your thigh. Lift the chest a little higher using the arm. And then return the arms back behind your head. Now extend the leg. 1. And pull in. The chest stay up in the high flexion, please. So fight it from going down. And extend the leg. and pulling from the hip. Extend from the hip, pulling from the hip. As the knee come in, can we lift a little higher, please? 2 more out. And pull in. Last one out. And pull in. Lower. Other leg comes up. Grab the back of your thigh. Use the arm muscle to lift the chest a little higher. Now transfer the arms back behind your head and we go out and in. Extend out. Pull it in. Let's go. As you come in, lift up higher. So we're going to fight that gravity. Stay up. Pull in. Stay up. Pull in. 3 more. Pull in. 2 more. Pull in. Last one. Pull, hold. Guess what? Other leg comes up. Squeeze them together. Grab the back of your thigh. We're not going down. We're coming up, up, up. Use those biceps. We're going to add rotation here, okay? So, abdominal. Put your seatbelt on. Let's go, hands behind your head. Now, rotate over to me. Center. Stay forward as you rotate. Center. Other side. In breath. And other side. In breath. And rotate. Center. And rotate. Keep the elbows wide, please. Out. Center. Up and over. 1 more. Stay. Extend this arm forward. Pulses. 5. Reach. 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1. Hands behind your head. Over to the other side. Reach forward. Boom. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Hands behind the head. Come to center. Come on down. Arms out to the T position. Stay up with the legs. Spine twist supine. Rotate to me as we inhale. The obliques are playing now. Come back. Over to you from the waist below pelvis. Rotate. Exhale. I want you to keep the thigh over in line with the hip joint. And then come back. So your intention is to rotate from the waist, the pelvis follows, and the leg obviously follows because the pelvis rotates. And again, the waist rotate, and then come back. And then the waist rotate, and then come back. 1 more set, inhaling, exhaling, come back. Last one, inhaling, exhaling, come back. And lift the arms overhead. Rib cage to the floor, meaning the upper abdominal is active. Then the arms go up, 100 prep. And return. And 2 more. Exhale, arms by the hip. Inhale, up. Return. Last one, arms. And up. Return. 100s. Here we go. And up. The legs straight up to the sky. Keep that chest lifted. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we bump. Leading minute pulses from the shoulder. And 5 exhalation. 5 inhalation. If it's available for you, lower the leg a little bit. And in breath. And exhale. And in breath. If it's available to you, lower down a little bit. If not, just stay wherever you are. It is okay. You can keep lowering the legs down to you what you say. Mira, that's enough. Okay, listen to your body. That's where we are today. 1 more set. We hold, bend the knees, lower the arm, lift the arm, lower the chest, arms overhead, lower 1 foot down. Beautiful work. And now let's rotate your body to me for our side lift. We're going to work on our obliques again. Legs are straight here. You have 2 options. Top hand can come here or top arm can come here. Obviously, less is more challenging because you're losing that base. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to choose for today. I'm going to do this version today. So this oblique is going to pull the legs up to like a banana shape, like a lateral flexion, and lower and up And of course, you can keep your hands here. You feel like, oh no, today I feel a little bit wobbly. That's all right. Today you hold the hands down. Tomorrow you do it again. Maybe the arms can come by the side or can still stay down. Whatever you are able to do today is the intention that I'm looking for. Right, and then one more and lift. Now hold. Open the top leg behind you. The bottom come forward. So you are in that triangle position, equal distance from the midline. And then we lift. And then we lift. And then we lift. And then we lift. This is the obliques. And then we lift. Two more lifts. Last one left. And together, we'll lower. Well done. Come up onto your forearm, please, for our side bridge. So I'm going to do the legs in bent knee position to begin with. Shoulder, elbow, vertical alignment, aligned, straight. Right now, open chest here. Now go ahead and lift the pelvis up. I want the pubic bone to curl forward and then extend the top leg long. So this pubic bone is going to thread out to there. You can keep the hand here and open that sternum and the chest. Now the top leg comes up. We hold. Little mini circle. And 2, 3, 10 of this. 4, 5. I hope I can count to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, the other way, and go. 10, keep threading the pubic bone forward. 2, meaning the abdominal is nice and tight here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We lower, we take the leg in, we come down. Then we switch over to the other side. Side lift again. Hand here or here. Bottom waist is up. And this oblique, lifting the legs and down. And lifting the leg. And again, if you are feeling a bit wobbly, you can just use one fingertip, perhaps, or all the fingers down. I love it too. All right, but I want you to feel you're being challenged. It's not a walk in the park, right? And then left. And then up. 2 more. And then lift. Climb a little bit mountain today. And then lift. Hold. Open the leg to the scissors position. We go up and up and up and up. Yes, we are challenged here. Up and up. We're climbing bigger mountain now. And 2 and 1 together. And lower. Brilliant. All right, up onto that forearm. Elbow, shoulder. Pick up the underneath. Okay, stack the legs here. And up we go. And then thread the pubic bone forward to draw that lower abs a little bit more here. Hand can come here. Have the leg up. Mini circle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The other way, please. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We lower, tuck it in. Come on down. Beautiful work. All right, now come up. Swing to this position. A modified back support here. So feet are parallel. Heel in line with the sit bone. Chest open here. We want to ignite our deep back extensors, back muscle, by threading the sternum forward. You can think about proud chest, anything in your mind that will open that sternum. And now from here, we lift the pelvis up. Again, pubic bone thread up through the sky. And then hold, folding through the hip. We're just going to tap not resting, just tap, and then up again, thread it forward and up, and unfolding, so reversed plank here, and then up, thread it up, and folding, and again up. You want to get a nice back here, and then down. Last one, thread it up, and then come back down. Good job. Straighten the legs. And now, you know what? Just soften the knees a little bit. Take the arms forward. We're going to go down. Now, back to that C curve. And now, roll the pelvis. Sweep the pelvis underneath you. And imprint that sacrum. And then the arms can come down. Right here. Bring the leg closer to your pelvis, apart. Dorsiflex your right foot. Now, I want you to be really super conscious here. 2 hip bone in front here is going to stay absolutely stable. You can hold on to them. We're going to extend or slide that right leg out without disturbing the position of the pelvis. And then come back in again. We're just going to do one more time. And then do not disturb the pelvis. So do your best. Extending. And then we stay. Okay. Zip up front abdominal. Now what we're going to do, again, thread that pubic bone up, so curling the lower back down. Lift the pelvis, so your right and the hip bones are even again here, very even. Hold that spine. Now the right leg can float up and down. And then up, stable pelvis. And up, inhale. And up, in, down. And 4, and down. 3, 2, 1, and down. Lower the pelvis down. Bring the foot in. Ready the other ankle. Dorsiflex. Stabilize the pelvis. And quiet through the pelvis as you slide the leg away. And now drag the leg back in again. Quiet through the pelvis. Not even a small smidge movement of the pelvis. And then extending the leg away. And then one more time, because I'm supposed to keep that leg out there. Stay. Now curling pubic bone up, lifting the pelvis even, abdominal back muscle working, the left leg up and down and up and down and lift and down and lift and down and lift and down and 3 and down and 2 and 1 and down and lower. Bring the leg in together. Lift the head and the chest up. Grab the back of your thigh. Imprint the lower back. Lift up and upright. All right, let's go lie onto our front, please. We're going to work our back muscle here. So straight legs, arms long by the side here, back extension, working on our thoracic spine. Okay, ready the lower abdominal to support the lower back. And then we inhale, lifting the back. So lengthening the neck, head in line with the back. Exhaling down. Inhaling to come up, up. Exhaling to go down. Again, inhale, gliding the shoulder blade to the middle back to lift. Exhale and down. 2 more, please. In breath. Keep those arms close to the thigh. Exhale down. Last one. In breath. We hold. Open the arms to the T position. Thumb to the sky. Chest is forward, palms facing forward. And then lifting the arm up. And up off the floor 2. And up 3. And then 4. And then 5. 10 of the 6. 7. 8. 9, last 10. Turn the palms to your thigh, bring the arm down by the side, and lower the body down. Good work. Now stack your hand underneath the forehead. I want the right hand to be on top of the left. Now here, we lift the back again, glide the shoulder blade down so your middle back is active. Now keep the right hand with the forehead, lift the left one on the floor. We lift the back, and then opposite leg come off too. So opposite extension and lower. So same thing again. Inhaling to lift, glide the shoulder blades down to the middle back, please. So you want to feel the middle back lengthening down. Lift, and then lower. And 3 more, lift and lower. 2 more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and switch hand. And opposite leg, lift and lower. In breath, lift and lower. In breath, lift and lower. And lift, lower. 4 more, lift and 3, lift and 2, lift, last, lift and lower. Good work. Bring the forearm to the side of your shoulder, push the floor away, and send the pelvis to your heels for your rest position. Arms are straight, inhaling, exhaling. 1 more breath. And roll the spine out. Just the last one before we finish the session here. Go ahead and lie onto your side. Just a nice chest opener here. So stack the legs, 90 in the hip and the knee. Head can rest down. Just let it resting. If this is uncomfortable for you, you may put a little pillow or a towel underneath your head. Now from here, chest opener, reach the arm away, the top arm that is. Take it up to the side of the shoulder and then rotate the trunk, look back behind you. Open the chest and then bring it up and then close. Again, 2 more. Inhaling, reach up, opening through the chest and the waist and the hip. And then exhaling, we close. Last one. Inhaling to reach up, opening through the chest, waist and the hip. And exhale, come back and release. Okay, now just go over to the other side. I'm going to rotate away from you, but we're going to look at each other as we are rotating to the back. So organize your body and let's go. Reach the top arm, arm to the side, and then we're going to rotate and find each other here. And then bring it up again. And we close. 2 more. Inhaling, arm, rotate through the spine. Hello, we see each other again. And then up and come in. Last one. Inhaling, reach. Arm goes up, opening through the chest. Rotate behind you. And then up we go. And then come back in. All right, roll onto your back. And then bend the knees. You can bring the heel away from your pelvis. Lifting the head, grabbing the back of your thighs, imprinting the back. And up we go. Over. And then up. Right. And you are done, my friend. Hey, thank you for moving with me to that. That was wonderful. I wish you the best day ever. Comment below how you went with the class, and I'd like you to practice every single day. Consistency always wins. So I'll see you tomorrow for another session with me. Take care.